Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So this is a rough overview of my video or presentation today. It will be about Aquabounty technologies. So firstly, we'll be talking about what is Aquabounty, and then secondly, it will be about the benefits of Aquabounty. Thirdly, ARK's holdings in Aquabounty, most specifically ARKG. Uh, Fourth will be the cons of Aquabounty, as well as lastly, I'll provide my thesis. This is clearly not financial advice, okay? So I shall dive right in. So as you can see from the website itself, Aquabounty is an organization set up to tackle the overfishing issue and basically to provide GM, basically genetically modified salmons, for to cope with the world's high demand for them. So as you guys already know, there's a huge problem right now, which is overfishing. And it's not just uh specifically salmon. There's a lot of other species who are threatened too. But however, regarding Aquabounty, it's more concentrated towards the salmon population. So I'll just focus more towards the salmon population. So uh, basically, as you guys already know, most people do eat salmon. Salmon has is high in protein, and has a lot of healthy fats, and hence it's a very good choice for most pescatarian eaters. Yeah, so uh, I shall not touch too much on this overfishing problem, but more or less we have to kind of like adapt to the rising demand, and just cause there's this rising demand, it will just cause more, uh, I would say, greedy suppliers to try to meet this demand by overfishing in places where they shouldn't be fishing, and or maybe basically all these regulations put into place by the laws are not enough to basically increase the population of the wild salmons out there, and hence Aqua Bounty is here to cope with this demand. Uh, so with a bit of background on Aqua Bounty, basically this genetically modified salmon that they are talking about, they do grow twice as fast, and they can grow to grow to a pretty large size. Basically, is a pretty sizable size as compared to the wild salmon, and hence it's able to feed more people, uh, because it has more meat. Yeah. So regarding the cons of Aqua Bounty, I'll talk about it in the later half of my video. So I should just move on. So recently there's this new news regarding Samuel and Sons announcing to sell Aquabounty's GE7, and this is a good avenue for Aquabounty because previously last year they did not manage to get any deals, and hence they were unable to sell any salmon. However, I do think that this is not a very bad this is not a bad news for me last year lah, because I do think that this pressing issue of overfishing has to be solved, and one of the better, or in fact maybe the best idea is really to look into genetically modified fishes. Regarding genetically modified crops, right, as well as fishes, I think it's more or less present in the world today already. It's just that most people are not educated, or they simply do not put in uh, basically they're not aware that uh, the certain foods that they are eating might actually be genetically modified. Uh, yeah, and this, and I think it's more of like the skepticism of not knowing what you're actually putting inside your body. However, I think with the right education, as well as the correct evidence that Aqua Bounty is a clean source of protein, uh, such as the produce, then I do think that we will be able to move forward from here. So this deal is actually very good news for Aqua Bounty, because this provides an avenue for them to finally branch out to more customers, instead of just selling B2B lah. So basically, they are still selling B2B, just that uh, now that they are able to sell B2B, and that business is able to sell to other consumers, and that way they are able to, I would say, basically this one more deal can actually allow them to broadcast more deals to come, to be honest. So I do hope that Aqua Bounty do sell uh do start a B2C instead of a B2B. But uh this will definitely take time, a lot of marketing as well, and definitely trust as well, because Aquabounty is, I would say, is still a growing company. It's not a reliable household brand kind of thing. So yeah, this is definitely a long-term investment. And yeah, I shall move on to the technical analysis part. So regarding Aquabounty's technical analysis, uh, okay, before the dip during uh, early Jan or during Feb, basically, uh, there was this. It went all the way to around 13, maybe $13 on one day, and then there was this very rather big retracement down to all the way to around $5 because of the recent market correction. Uh, and then we are able to go back to our, I think, our 50-day EMA, if not our 200-day EMA, to around $7, roughly around there, $7 to $8 lah. I got into this play, but I am currently holding the bag. I got in around $9, so the price now is around $6.40 something. I'm not really sure at this time because I didn't really check lah. It was quite a bloody week for me, and I'm pretty sure it's quite bloody for most of you guys if you guys did not short lah. So I'll then talk about Aqua Bounty's beta. Okay, Aqua Bounty's beta is around 1.19, which is very surprising to me because Aqua Bounty's beta, okay, basically beta is about the volatility of the stock. So whether or not it's able to, uh, if I'm not wrong, it's $1 per. Okay, hold on, let me check. Uh, of beta. Sorry, guys. Okay. So apparently, this is a numeric value that measures the fluctuation of a stock to changes in the overall stock market. So basically, what they're trying to say is, if Nasdaq drops by $1, then okay, no, if Nasdaq drops by one percent, then you will drop by maybe 1.3%, or basically for Aqua Bounty's context is if Nasdaq drops by 1%, Aqua Bounty will drop by 1.12%. Yeah, that's basically it. So this is the this is the theory behind it, like, or 1.19, I mean. So this is the theory behind uh beta lah. So but it's kind of surprising considering the more than 50% drop lah. So uh I'm also quite a bit skeptical that it's 1.19, but I mean, I got this from FinVis. It might be wrong, it might be right. Okay. Okay, moving on. I'll then talk about ARK Investors Aqua Bounty Technologies. So basically, ARK's ETF ARKG, they did buy Aqua Bounty at the earlier part, or maybe at the earlier part of the rise. So basically, before it rose, they actually loaded up on it. So hence, this drop didn't exactly affect them that much. But uh, I'm glad that they didn't sell their holdings for Aqua Bounty, and it's because okay, I would say that I'm using them as a validation, but uh, I too am also quite hopeful for this stock because I do think that this is the future, and that genetically modified salmon will have to be uh kind of like substantiated and immersed into our lives, because we just do not have a proper way of handling this overfishing problem. Uh, there's too much greed, uh, and it's all about money lah. It's all about the money game. So with this being mitigated, then I think we'll be able to move on, and maybe the wild salmon populations will be able to populate themselves in a better way. I mean, there will still be bears, there will still be animals eating them, but uh, in a more in a definitely in a larger quantity lah, as compared to humans fishing for them, because humans are definitely the main uh, predator of salmons lah. Okay, so they do have around 0.51% or 0.5% of ArcGIS holdings lah. So I do feel that Aqua Bounty will definitely be a rising play. I do know that ARK Invest do not want to invest too much in it because currently it's still like a like a like a schooling stock. It might not work out. It might work out. This is the risk level for Aqua Bounty, and hence it is a risky stock. Okay, so Lastly, I'll then move on to my cons of genetically modified salmon. So I do think that, okay, in this article they do think that uh, they called GM fish Frankenstein fish, Frankenfish, and wanted to ban it because uh, they label it to show that it's a disservice to consumers and a huge blow to Alaska's hardworking fishing community. So again, this is about more of revenue as well as uh, I would say a bit of revenue and genuinity, because people want to like eat, because to them they do think that it's like a fake product, and people want to eat like real products only. So right now is that there's this huge disparity that they do not know what's inside the GM salmon, and that they might find it disgusting, because I mean these GM salmon are like, basically they are fed and bred in a way such that they are able to grow twice as fast, and hence uh I don't know, consumers might be having this uh curiosity, or maybe distrust lah for the product. And on top of that, there were also many incidents, the multiple incidents of people eating uh, GM or maybe those altered crops out there, and they might actually have some problems. It's something like those health supplements to some sort. They basically they boast they boast like good benefits, good health benefits, and that nothing will happen to you. But in the end, uh, after you eat already, then maybe there's some problem that happened to you that you don't even know the cause of it. And I think this is the main fear, especially for maybe I mean, I stay in Asia, so most of the Asian people might probably think this way, because uh, there are really multiple occasions of health supplements or crops that have been eaten, and people get hospitalized and stuff. So this is something that we might want to tread carefully with regarding GM salmons. But I do think that there is uh, proper regulations, as well as proper handling of those basically of the food, as well as like the chemicals that make up the GM salmon, such that it's gonna be safe to eat. I think that they still have to work towards the goal of it making it safe. And once it is established, right, I'm pretty sure that this stock can just shoot up high enough. Because right now it's not. I don't think it's about marketing, and it's more about fear, because uh with them being able to build multiple farms and supply being so high, I don't see why marketing will not be there, especially when the wild salmons out there uh are not being are basically not controlled at all lah, or maybe they're controlled with minimum regulations put into place. Ultimately, it is still hard to regulate those people who are overfishing. So uh I do think that this stock does have some more room for growth. Definitely a huge room for growth in the long term. Maybe let's just say 10 years time, if they are able to gain the trust, this stock can be a potential 10 bagger or so at this current price, because it can single-handedly basically save the world from overfishing. Okay, but that's over time, when it's able to make more farms and grow bigger in the consensus. So it is the only fish company that I see that are actually moving towards GM fish. uh, and I do think that that there is definitely a huge potential upside for this company if they're able to track well regarding this. Okay, so thank you so much for watching, and like and subscribe. Thank you.